I'm going to call the meeting of the Farmington Central Community Unit School District 265 to order. Roll call of board members, please.
Cunningham.
Here.
Depperman.
Here.
Marr.
Here.
Rachani.
Here.
Slack.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Stanley.
Here.
Please rise and join the board in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get started, I'd just like to take a moment and, on behalf of the board, our condolences go out to Zach Chatterton, Dr. Chatterton and his family, and him and his family are in our thoughts and prayers. All right. Honor and acknowledgement. Mr. McMillan?
All right, good evening. It's the time of the year once again to bring our new student board member and provide Kurt Hersey on the board. So just a little bit about Kurt before he takes his seat. Kurt's dad graduated from Farmington. His mom works here in Farmington. And his sisters all went to farming, one having already graduated. Kurt's involved in many things in our school, including theater, FFA, he likes to help out with Farmers Feeding Farmers, and Key Club, especially the Unified events. So he's been involved in Drama Club, FFA, class treasurer, Unified Prom Committee, and he chairs the Red Cross Blood Drive Committee. He's been president of his youth group for the past 5 years and has held a variety of officer positions in 4-H. So his future plans are to graduate college with a degree of special education and become a teacher in that field. So on a side note too, Kurt's invaluable to our school every day. He says our announcements. So a quick story. He did such a good job. He got the job every day. We wanted Kurt to do it. No one did it quite like him. His freshman year, we coined him the silver voice of the farmers. Sophomore year, he comes in, and like he got to keep doing it. But silver voice was the nickname we already used, so we gave him the golden voice of the farmers. So last year, he came back, and we decided, well, what's next? Because of course he's already had the silver, and he's already had the gold. So we thought, why not platinum? And then we decided, no, that probably didn't sound right. So it went back to gold. And this year we decided, no, silver sounds best. So he's not regressing. He just gets a nickname every year for what he does for our school and our community. So very pleased to see Kurt tonight as our student board member. Congratulations.
You got to shake my hand before you sit down. Hey, you need more help with jokes at the start. I got you. Got it.
Kurt.
I'm here to help.
Welcome, Kurt.
Don't do jokes. Let me know. Rub in.
Welcome.
Congratulations and welcome.
Welcome, sir.
Consent agenda. Agenda items 1 through 6 are included on the consent agenda. The purpose of the consent agenda is to preserve time on routine items. All items on the consent agenda will be approved without discussion in one motion, unless a board member has a question about an individual item. This consent agenda is offered to conserve time but not stifle discussion. If a board member has a question about any item, that item will be pulled from the motion and considered separately. If there are no questions, we need the following motion. Motion second to approve consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Cunningham, second by Depperman. Roll call. Depperman.
Yes.
Marr.
Yes.
Rachani.
Yes.
Slack.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Request for public comment.
Good evening. I wish that I was coming here tonight at a place where I could say that after last November's incident that I was fully confident in the Farmington District and in the high school to keep my son and the rest of the students safe. But I don't feel that
I've seen that in action to be able to know that that is the case. And even though I do completely appreciate the transparency with the results of the audit, and that Dr. Chatterton has kept in contact with me in regards to that, knowing that the school failed to follow the correct procedures in calling 911 when a student has been assaulted by another student still keeps us very hesitant in trusting that the school is putting safety as the priority. And I know that Dr. Chatterton's shared that there were multiple things that happened throughout the summer with meetings and trainings and everything. But of course, that's not something we've been able to see in practice, which leads me to one of the reasons that I'm here, and that is because my husband and I recently met with Mr. McMillan and the dean to go over the safety plan for this upcoming year, since the student who attacked my son is still a student through Farmington, though not attending in the day. I do understand that this child will only be potentially present at extracurricular events at this time, but I'm not comfortable with the risk that this freedom brings for my child and the other children in the district. In the safety plan for the previous year, we were told that the student would be checking in with the staff at the events and would be with the parents, and yet this was not the case as reported by parents at, in the district at a volleyball event. The student also was involved in an incident at a neighboring school during one of Farmington's sports events following the attack on my son. While I believe and support all children receiving appropriate education, I do believe the safety of our students should be one of the most important things. I could give you statistics, as I have in my past speeches, for students with behaviors that have escalated over time and have in previous presentations given the information in regards to the likelihood of committing a violent act once one has already been committed. And recently, it was reported by Janice Rebholz on August 7th, 2025 via newsnow.com that juvenile violence crime is significantly higher in the county and in the surrounding areas at this time. We as a community know this is an issue, but even with the level of violence that happened to my son in the classroom with the teacher present, it still doesn't seem like we're taking action to ensure the safety of our children. I haven't signed anything for the safety plan, my husband nor I. It's still in process, and Dr. Chatterton did speak to me last Wednesday in regards to not being able to have any information one way or another. But I'm asking that the board evaluates these safety plans that we're being asked to sign and look at the school's ability to protect the students. Specifically for my son, extracurricular is a large part of his school life, and part of that is marching band. And the student that attacked my son's sibling is in marching band. And it allows the competitions that have multiple schools, hundreds and hundreds of people, to have a child that has acted violently towards my son and others, to have an environment where the school has agreed that they would tell us ahead of time that the student will be present, but that still leaves that risk for my child and for the other children at these events. And we have concern with that. We understand that that's not something we can tell a student he can't be at. I understand that, but I do believe that, and I'm asking the school board to look at what can be done as a school to provide someone, an adult, to be with that student so that, yes, can still attend these events, but can provide that feeling of safety is being provided for my son as well as the other students. And it's not something that he has to be at these events looking over his shoulder, trying to maintain that if he gets into the presence and walks up to concessions with his band friends and that student is there, that he has to remember beside the safety plan that says now he needs to turn around and walk off. Or that he has to be aware of his surroundings in a bathroom, even at a large band competition, so that he leaves the bathroom so that that student, that he's maintaining that distance. I just am asking the board, with Dr. Chatterton, I know right now with the situation with his family, but he said that he would continue to look at what can be done prior to us signing that safety plan agreement. And before my son has to sign that safety plan agreement. The incident was listed in the police report as aggravated battery with strangulation. So this isn't something where there was horseplay happening and things happening where I feel like it could be something that, oh, we go into a new school year and it's fine and it's gonna be okay, that isn't gonna be present. This was significantly more violent than that, and so the chance of something happening is there. So we would just ask that you look at what can be done to provide a higher level of safety for my child in these types of extracurricular activities this year. Thank you.
Do you have a recommendation?
I've asked that an adult be with the student in being able to attend these
A
events.
staff member?
A staff
or
member,
somebody?
someone that's able to be independent of the family, because I get it as family, these are our kids, and you know, you get excited because you're watching another child, you're not always paying attention to what's happening around you, I get that, that's a lot. But I do feel that I would ask that a staff member or someone be able to be present so that that student can be there, but the other students can be safe.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be in contact with you. We'll look into it. Anybody else that'd like to address the board? All right. New business. Fiscal year 26 tentative budget. The budget you see before you may be amended prior to the final approval at the September meeting. Per state statute, the budget will be on public display for 30 days, which began August 8th. While this item appears within the action item section of the board meeting, there is no action to be taken, but is open to be discussed. No discussion. Hazardous routes resolution. This resolution needs to be passed each year in order to comply with state law and to receive transportation reimbursements. There are no changes to last year's hazardous route notification. Motion second to adopt hazardous route resolution number 081125A.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Stanley, second by Rachani. Mar?
Yes.
Rachani?
Yes.
Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
2025-2026 student or superintendent goals. While it is not overwhelmingly concerning, it is always important to work on communication and find new ways to reach broader cross-section of the community members. There is also a big piece regarding safety as well. Need a motion second to approve the 25-26 superintendent goals as presented.
So moved.
Motion by Mar,
Second.
second by Depperman. Rachani?
Yes.
Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
2025-2026 district goals. To engage in meaningful and effective communication. Throughout the 25-26 school year, the district will prioritize a unified approach to communication with all stakeholders. Advanced curriculum to harvest excellence. Throughout the 25-26 school year, the district will implement curriculum advancing strategies and initiatives aimed at increasing student achievement. Need a motion second to approve the 25-26 district goals as presented.
So moved.
Motion by Cunningham,
Second.
second by Rachani. Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Mar?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0. Rachani?
Yes.
Sorry, motion passes 7-0.
Toby.
Just trying to keep everybody on their toes.
Toby's jumping through this pretty fast, but if anybody's got any discussion, feel free to jump in. Emergency Operations Plan. Annually, the board acknowledges the emergency plan for the district. Need a motion second to approve the emergency operation plan as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Stanley, second by Cunningham.
How are we presenting this to staff? I think it's one thing to have this wonderful document in place, but if the staff doesn't know all the same thing, you know?
Correct. So remember, there's two documents. There's the Administrative Procedures Manual, which is what you have in for you. And then there's the staff document, which is significantly less. So in our case, in our meetings, and I can't vouch for every building, but I know it's somewhat similar, is we will go through every single drill. Actually, ours is tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. And we'll practice, or at least walk through the fire drill, the lockdown procedures. If you'll notice, they have changed based on recommendations from statewide law enforcement, especially compared when, what we were doing 7 or 8 years ago. So we'll spend some time going through those, and of course, then we have our practice drills. So I'm not sure if the other buildings have covered it or not, but it is reviewed. We document it with the faculty that we do go over it. We ask that they acknowledge it. And then we continue to cover it throughout the course of the year. So it will be certain faculty meetings throughout the year that we review. Does that help?
Yes, but I think, if there's a way in the future to have it as a unified presentation, because just the differences between the way, administrators are gonna cover it and when those are being covered, if we don't cover something until December and we have a student who passes out, and we don't know what the expectation is for the response to that.
So you're saying like like the K through 12 building?
Like a 15-minute refresher course at the beginning of the year, or something like that, where it's a unified approach to how to handle disasters or emergencies.
We could do that. I will tell you that I think the thought behind doing it differently is, for example, in a lockdown drill, without going into the specifics, by the way, it would look very different, potentially look very different in the elementary than it could in high school. It's one reason why we choose to do it. I do know in our particular case, it does take a lot longer than 15 minutes to go through the presentation. Now, if what you're suggesting, obviously, is that you feel a strong need for us as a district to review these, it's certainly something we could look at doing differently in the future. But those are the reasons to this point, I guess, why we have chosen to do it a certain way. Actually led the meeting, walking through some of the safety stuff. We do it in our faculty meeting. We do talk a lot about this, but if you want us to do that, let's say at the January in-service meeting or next year in August, we can certainly look at ways in which we can implement that or take that and
Right, or
put that in.
even just a unified email to everybody an email that says these are the steps to take in a certain case. I think it's important to know what to do. Having been a staff member here, that the little packet that's by your doors does not tell you, all of the details, and you need that nitty gritty information. But also, like in the case of Mrs. Kurth, if we have some unified expectations for how to handle emergencies in the future, I think that's a positive for our district.
All right, we will take that. We'll take that feedback.
That big emergency plan, though, is available to everyone online, correct? I mean, it's on the website? No?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
And here's why. There is sensitive information in there that we are encouraged by state, both law enforcement, other parties.
Okay, does staff have access to it?
No.
No?
The staff does not have access, and that is my recommendation.
Oh, I was asking. I'm not making any
The
recommendation.
administrative, that's the administrative procedure document, and I'll use the lockdown drill as an example. There would be some information in there on how to deal with a threat that we would consider sensitive and confidential, that we would not want in the hands of the public. So the law enforcement or school resource officers, that's information that must be kept confidential, must be kept with administrators. We do not, that big thick document, we do not make available. So what we try to do is we take the parts that are most impactful of the teacher, that the teachers would probably deal with, and try to communicate those things to them. I will say that the document you probably saw years ago, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the year, has increased substantially because we've changed our language. So one of the things we're doing now is we have common language for things like lockdown and hold in place. Hold in place is something we commonly use. So if we have a child with a medical emergency, we'll simply use that term, hold in place, and they know to they can continue instruction, but we don't want children in the hallways. Other lingo that's very comparable as well. We do take time and go through that. That is communicated. The document has altered somewhat. I guess I'd want maybe some more specific, if there's something specific that you would like to see in the document that we present to teachers that's not. We do spend a lot of time with teachers on our safety committee that give us feedback on what they'd like to see in the document. We have responded to that, especially we had to provide some of the ALICE training since we are now ALICE members that are on staff and certified to do that. We can certainly do that as well. So,
Who is the go-to person if somebody has a question on the staff that they want to contact somebody and find out? Is there a person named, or is?
well, technically all administrators, but it usually comes to me.
Okay.
I think you have a wonderful plan, though. I think that document was comprehensive, and I applaud your work on that. I think we have great plans in place.
So what I'm hearing from you is continue to work on the communication piece. Anything else?
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Roll call, Smith,
Yes.
Stanley,
Yes.
Cunningham,
Yes?
Depperman,
Yes.
Marr,
Yes.
Riccioni,
Yes.
Slack.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Approval of bills in advance. There are a few bills that are expected to come in through the coming weeks for a state grant that was extended. They have to be reconciled by August 30th. We are asking for payment of the bills pertaining to state fiscal year 25 grants to be paid through August 30th. The board will see them in the September report. Motion and second to approve the payment of bills associated with the fiscal year 25 grants through the August 30th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Motion Stanley, second by Riccioni.
Roll call.
Stanley,
Yes.
Cunningham,
Yes.
Depperman,
Yes.
Marr,
Yes.
Riccioni,
Yes.
Slack,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Temporary interfund loan transfer. We've been running the tort fund rather tight for the past several years after our significant telecommunications safety upgrades. That, along with normal bill expenditures associated with the property casualty insurance renewal, has brought about the need to do an interfund loan. The necessary funds will arrive next month as property tax installments are distributed, but we may hold off another month before making the repayment. It will be within the treasurer's report when the repayment is made. It is worth noting that this resolution is retroactive to July 1st, 2025. Need a motion second to approve resolution number 081125B for a temporary interfund loan from working cash to the tort fund in the amount of $100,000.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Cunningham, second by Depperman. Cunningham,
Yes.
Depperman,
Yes.
Marr,
Yes.
Riccioni,
Yes.
Slack,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Oh, you're good. Discussion, Code of Ethics number 8. I will sufficiently be informed about the prepared to act on specific issues before the board and remain reasonably knowledgeable about local, state, national, and global education issues. Does the student board member have a report for us? You don't have to, yeah.
Not
I'm
today.
sure
I'll
there's
have one
nothing really going
next
on,
month.
but I just figured I'd better check with you.
Well, we do have a report from the curriculum committee.
Oh, okay.
So the curriculum committee met this summer. It was a really great meeting with teachers who were willing to come together over the summer. And the focus of that meeting over the summer was working through AI and the policies that the district needs to have in place to follow all of the laws to make us compliant with those federal laws. And there was a really great discussion. People talked about how they're currently using it, and it's going to be a subcommittee of the curriculum council. So we'll be continuing to address that throughout this next school year so that we can get things in place on how to best use that in our school district.
Sounds good, thank you. I just wanted to go back and, if anybody's following along on their agenda, we skipped policy updates as an action item because we postponed the policy meeting tonight, so we'll approve those next month. Personnel, with the recommendation from Mr. Hoffman, we need a motion and second to approve Brittany Arnett Smith as a playground supervisor for the 25-26 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Depperman, second by Smith. Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Marr?
Yes.
Rachoni?
Yes.
Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
With the recommendation from Mr. Mathewson, we need a motion and second to approve Jalen Anderson as a student facilitator for the 25-26 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Cunningham, second by Smith. Depperman?
Yes.
Marr?
Yes.
Rachoni?
Yes.
Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Recommendation from Mrs. Slack, we need a motion and second to approve Courtney Bauman as a cafe worker for the 25-26 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Depperman, second by Marr. Marr?
Yes.
Rachoni?
Yes.
Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
With the recommendation from Mr. Otto, we need a motion and second to employ Kayla Hopple as the high school assistant volleyball coach for the 25-26 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Rachoni, second by Marr. Rachoni?
Yes.
Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Marr?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
The recommendation from Mr. McMillan, we need a motion and second to assign Ryan Sutherland as the freshman class sponsor for the 25-26 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Cunningham, second by Smith. Rachoni?
Yes.
Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Marr?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Mrs. Jody Shake has requested FMLA leave. Motion and second to approve the FMLA leave request of Jody Shake to begin August 13th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Rachoni, second by Marr. Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Marr?
Yes.
Rachoni?
Carrie said
Just making sure.
yes.
Did you back on that last one? Motion passes 7-0.
Mrs. Jenny Fauser has requested FMLA leave. Need a motion and second to approve the FMLA leave request of Jenny Fauser to begin August 11th, 2025.
So
So-
moved.
Second.
Motion by Stanley, second by Rachoni. Slack?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Stanley?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Depperman?
Yes.
Marr?
Yes.
Rachoni?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
The board acknowledges the resignation of Wendy Powell as a student facilitator. Need a motion and second to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Need a motion by Riccioni, second by
Oh.
Cunningham.
Motion. Second by Cunningham. This one, the voice vote.
Yeah, voice vote, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Next meeting will begin with the budget hearing meeting, Monday, September 8th at 6:30 PM. Following the budget hearing meeting, we'll have our regular meeting right here in the Research Center.